First, accompanied to the ring by Father James Mitchell, he weighs 353 pounds, the monster.
Next week's Impact shaping up to be, Don, arguably the biggest ever on Spike TV. First time ever. 6 sides of steel. Can you imagine? The steel cage around all 6 sides of the ring. Team Canada, Team 3D.
His opponent from Nashville, Tennessee, Cassidy Riley.
You said it, Mike. There is nothing like a cage match when it's around the 6-sided ring, and we've seen that. I'll never forget last year when we had lockdown and we did it for every single match. There's something about it. There's something about the way the cage reacts to the tension of the 6 sides of steel, and you're going to get to see that next week.
Hold on 1 second. Also next week, can I announce this? Sting has invited TNA to discuss the situation, what went down that brutal beating at Destination X. I've got to go check that out. I've got to go find out what Sting has to say. We're going to have that next week as well on Impact.
I knew we hadn't heard the last of Sting. I knew we hadn't heard the last of Sting.
Got him up in the torch.
Oh, no. Oh, man. Anthony Riley.
Powered down to the mat by the monster.
Pain. Oh, man, that is just brutal.
Mitchell up on the ring apron. And there he's just set off the detonator.
Doomsday device right there as he calls for the Monster Abyss to finish him off. Oh, no.
Here it comes.
Black Hole Slam.
You know what Black Hole Slam means?
1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, the Monster.
You talk about making quick work of his opponent. That's exactly what the Monster just did with the win over Riley. Still to come on Impact. It's The Truth, Rhino, AJ Styles, and Christopher Daniels versus AMW. Alex Shelley and the Prince of Punk. But up next, it's LAX, the Latin American Exchange.
I'm actually in Toronto as we speak right now on set, filming a role for an action thriller movie called Shoot 'Em Up, which is starring Oscar nominees Clive Owen and Paul Giamatti. And as far as, you know, my first movie, getting a chance to have this role, you can't ask for better people to work with and to watch and to learn from, and they've just been unbelievable. It was something I couldn't pass up, something I've always wanted to try and do, and it's been really exciting and a great learning experience. The worst thing about it is that, you know, I can't be there with all you tonight, but, you know, in some ways it's a blessing in disguise because I'm pretty banged up right now with the broken ribs and the whipping that I took the other night, and you know, it's given, like I said, it's a blessing in disguise. Let my body heal up a little bit. As far as Jeff Jericho is sending Alex Shelley to catch, you know, footage of Sting, you know, opportune moments. I mean, come on, Alex Shelley's he's a kid, you know what I mean? He's trying to make a name for himself in this business, and he's you know, young and impressionable. And you got a guy like Jeff Jarrett, a master manipulator, you know what I mean? And he's got this kid wrapped around his little finger, thinking that, you know, if he does what Jeff asks of him, he's gonna further himself here in TNA and get ahead in the company. It doesn't work like that, man. Just disgusting, really. I mean, you just don't do things like that, man. And it's you know, I feel bad for Sting. I feel bad for his family being invaded like that, and man, that's not cool. Sting has every right to be mad and has every right to feel the way he does.
At Destination X, NWA World Heavyweight Champion Captain Charisma Christian Cage successfully defended his World Heavyweight Championship. Now the question remains at April 23rd's lockdown, who is next in line for a shot at the World Heavyweight Champion?
Well, I'm sure that coward champion will do everything in his power to see that it's not the single most deserving and overlooked contender in TNA history, my Monster Abyss. Because Christian Cage, you know that at lockdown, you'd be trapped in 6 sides of steel with a man who won't hesitate to grind your face into that cage until it tore the lips right off of your smart-ass mouth. You know that Abyss is a master of pain, unspeakable torture, and humiliation. So since you won't come to us, we'll come to you. We know where you live, where you go, and who you love. And without speaking a single word, Abyss still speaks an international language, and it's called pain. And it works like this. When you have a little puppy who has missed the newspaper and soiled the carpet, you can get in his face all day long and say bad dog, but it doesn't register. But if you grab that mutt by his hind legs and crack his head up against the wall or kick him in the ribs, it's going to register that you mean business. And that's what you have to look forward to, Christian Cage. A humiliating housebreaking at the hands of the monster Abyss.
Hey! I couldn't help but hear the word humiliation, and I thought, what the hell? This all sounds like it would make a great documentary. Jim, you have to take me and this bad boy with you.
Sounds like a capital idea, Alex. Let's go, my boy.
They buried Team 3D in the Canadian flag. This is sick.
We stand on God for thee.
She just pulled up into the house, and she's all alone. That's it, Blondie. Sweet dreams. Just be real careful here.
No worries, I've done this before.
Just keep folding his clothes, doing his laundry. She's gonna have to get used to it. Because when Abyss is through with Christian, she's gonna be feeding him through a straw. You know, a dirtbag like him doesn't deserve her any more than he deserves that belt, does he, Alex?
You're completely right. I think I deserve her.
Maybe she's going to get into the shower. Let's see what this little vixen has in store for us, Shelley. Okay? Nice car. She's going into that tanning salon. Hurry up and park the car. Better get a few feet in and then we'll go inside. Wow. James.
Excuse me.
Pardon me. Okay, no need to be scared. I was just wondering, does it strike you as odd that your husband would leave someone he loves so much and holds so dearly, so vulnerable and very alone? No need to call the cops. Just be sure you tell your husband. We'll see him soon. Come on.
Christian Cage, you're a thief. You leapfrogged over Abyss for a world title shot and stole his opportunity, and now you're wearing a belt that belongs around his waist. So the way I see it, you've got two options. You either agree to give him a world title shot, or click doomsday.
And they're laying him in there. Somebody stop this beating. This is sick. Look at his back.
You know that Abyss is a master of pain, unspeakable torture, and humiliation. So since you won't come to us, we'll come to you. We know where you live, where you go, and who you love.
I couldn't help but hear the word humiliation, and I thought, what the hell? This all sounds like it would make a great documentary. Jim, you have to take me and this bad boy with you.
Sounds like a capital idea, Alex. Let's go, my boy. She just pulled up into the house, and she's all alone. Okay, no need to be scared. I was just wondering, does it strike you as odd that your husband would leave someone he loves so much and holds so dearly, so vulnerable and very alone? No need to call the cops. Just be sure you tell your husband. We'll see him soon. Come on.
stalking of Christian Cage's wife, Denise, was creepy. I said it earlier. I was shown part 2 of the James Mitchell, Alex Shelley paparazzi cam video. If last week was creepy, this week simply disturbing.
My God, I'm afraid to even watch it after what we saw last week, but I'll be honest with you, I can't turn my head away. It's like a car crash. You just gotta see what's coming.
Just received word that next week on Impact, this monster, 6 feet 8, 350 pounds abyss, and there, of course, James Mitchell joining him. It will be Abyss one-on-one against the phenomenal AJ Styles, a rematch from last year's Lockdown pay-per-view. That is a pay-per-view quality match, and that's next week on Impact. Jeremy Borash is in the ring, and I think we're about ready to check out part 2 of the James Mitchell, Alex Shelley paparazzi cam video production.
James Mitchell, I have one question and one question only for you. After what we saw last week, after that disgusting invasion of privacy of Christian's wife, what do you possibly have to say for yourself?
Mission accomplished. Christian Cage, you claim that your life's dream was to hold the single most prestigious prize in all of professional sports, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Yet once you achieved that goal, you ran off to make movies instead of defending that belt against the single most deserving challenger in TNA history, the Monster Abyss. You took a solemn vow to love, honor, and protect your wife, Denise. Yet, you left her alone and vulnerable, which resulted in the compromising of her privacy and personal dignity. Now, Christian, we told you we would do whatever it took to make you give Abyss a World Heavyweight Championship match at Lockdown, and you obviously didn't take us seriously. Let me ask you something, Christian. Does this look like a man standing next to me who makes wisecracks and waxes poetic? Does this look like the face of a liar to you? No, we're deadly serious. Now, Christian, last week should have taught you your lesson, but it's been 7 days, and we have yet to hear from you. So, since you will not answer our challenge, we're now going to further your public humiliation in the eyes of these white trash peeps by presenting part 2 of Paparazzi Productions' cinematic masterpiece. Roll the tape.
We're going in right now. Keep going. Keep moving. It's been an excellent documentary so far. Some real hands-on footage. Getting right up into his lair. Oh man, this can't be good. This isn't what it looks like.
What is it then? What is it then?
That's not what it looks like.
You don't come around my house. You don't come around my wife, you son of a. I'll put you in the ground, I swear to God.
Surprise!
Teach him a lesson now. Show him exactly who deserves a bout. No mercy. No mercy at all. Get on him, Abyss. Drag him out. Come on, Christian! Does that feel good, Christian? Huh? Bish, you know exactly what to do. Do it now! Now! Get in there now and give him a swimming lesson of this now! How you like that, Christian? Feel good? Perfect! That's enough, Abyss. You can't win the belt from a dead man. Come here, Alex. Christian, we told you we'd do whatever it took to make you put that title on the line. Now what are you prepared to do? Let's go.
I said earlier how disgusting, how disturbing that video footage was. What do you want, Mitchell? You're sick.
And the Oscar goes to Best Director, Alex Shelley. I told everyone what to expect. And Christian Cage, wherever you're hiding, you need to understand it will only get worse from here if we do not get what Abyss wants.
How many felonies can you commit right there? My God, that was borderline attempted murder! It's despicable! I wash my hands of this!
Wants nothing to do with you, and I don't blame him. The video was sick, and you're even sicker, Mitchell. Disturbing. Returns to the ring, his first match on national TV in 5 years. When Impact moves to Thursdays at 11, all a part of Spike TV's Full Contact Thursday lineup.
What a way to debut on Thursday night is AJ Styles using his speed, his aggressiveness, using his feet to try to chop the tree down. Just a little quick right now for the Monster Abyss. Oh, nice drop kick.
Man, great extension of the legs by the phenomenal one. And Abyss rocked. Just used the ring ropes that time to try and maintain his balance. He shoots Styles off into the ropes. AJ up to his shoulders and snaps off the Hurricane Rana.
He is just so unbelievable how he can maneuver in midair, how he can change what maybe his original plan was. This guy had so many moves, and you can see he is just bound and determined.
Styles put on the brakes. I think he had second thoughts as Abyss made his way up to the ring apron to try and get back in the ring. Now AJ off the ropes.
There he goes. Oh, you can see the power of Abyss as he holds him up there. Just at will. AJ able to get back into the ring.
Yeah, so fortunate to be able to fight him off. Uh-oh. The Monster Abyss has got him throttled now. Gonna try and take him up. Looks like a
AJ fighting him.
That's one way to block it. That's one counter. Bite his fingers.
Anything you gotta do with somebody that size. Anything you gotta do.
Especially in a situation like this where AJ is giving away so much weight, so much size. He's 6'8", 350 is the Monster Abyss. You know, we talked about the situation with Christian Cage after that disgusting Paparazzi cam video, so disturbing that we witnessed last week. No one has heard from him, Don. You know, you look at it, it's been almost 2 weeks, just shy of 2 weeks that no one has heard from Christian Cage. We also want to remind you that at the conclusion of this matchup, we will hear from Team 3D for the very first time since the beatdown last week on Impact by the Canadians.
When I think about the Christian Cage situation, what's going to be going through his mind? He realized that this monster right there will stop at nothing to get a title shot. Even invading, breaking and entering into his own home and almost drowning him in his own pool. He probably has to evaluate where he's at right now mentally.
AJ gonna try and mount a comeback here. Caught him with a big blow. Oh! Abyss takes him high up into the air and crashes down to the mat. His Styles. We have to take a quick commercial break. More of AJ Styles and Abyss when we return.
If you think the moves you see on TNA are shocking, wait till they hit you with this one. The move to Thursdays. TNA Impact on Spike at a new time. Thursdays at 11 starting this week. Less talk, more action.
And Welcome back, everyone. Universal Resorts, Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, for this one-on-one Impact matchup. The Monster Abyss in total control during the commercial break. You see James Mitchell looking on from ringside. The phenomenal one, AJ Styles, in trouble.
Well, once the Monster Abyss gets the momentum his way with his brute size, just his brute strength, he's able to control the tempo of the match. And that's what he's done right here. And you can see Jim Mitchell right there giving him the detonator sign, telling him it's doomsday time.
Styles sent across the ring. Oh, great move! Able to float over. I don't know if he's going to go for the black hole slam, but whatever. AJ, after that full revolution, caught him with the kick.
Somebody who's been in that hole before, and again, he does it again. He makes sure that he uses his speed and his momentum to keep Abyss from ever getting a grip and using that black hole slam.
Here comes AJ. Elevated up to the apron by Abyss. AJ tries to fight back. Forearm shot. Springboard.
Oh, he hits him with the forearm.
Cover.
1, 2, oh!
Man.
Just when you think this guy's down and out, Professor, he has that ability to reach down. You can see the determination in his face. And it doesn't matter the size of his opponent. It can't match the size of that man's heart.
Styles clash attempt. Blocked by the Monster. Abyss takes him up and then drives him back first into the corner.
That was a high-risk move with a guy that size. You better make sure you got him. And now, Abyss, look at this. He's got him up there. Oh!
Wow, what impact. Out of the torture rack. Sit down, drapes his arm across two.
Oh, he got his foot on the rope. Great presence. Great ring awareness by AJ Styles. Wow.
AJ, at the last split second, able to extend that leg across, make contact with the ring rope, and get to the break from referee Mark Slick Johnson. Abyss back to the offensive. Drags AJ back out to the middle of the ring. Remember, Impact moving to Thursdays. It's just 5 days away. April 13th, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels to the X Division title, plus Sting's first match on national TV in 5 years as we see the Monster go airborne, and he caught nothing but canvas on the way down.
You can't take that much time when you've got AJ Styles in the ring. He's just so aware of... Oh, there we go! He hits the Pele! Unbelievable out of nowhere! A Pele, and he's got him set where he was!
You never see that one coming, and Abyss didn't. Now, high risk, AJ to top. Watch Mitchell!
Oh,
Mitchell with the cane!
Oh, just absolutely disgusting how that guy just ingratiates himself into the match and using that cane and pulling AJ right down there on the rope.
Hooked the leg of AJ Styles, who crouched himself up on the top, and then he's tossed 3/4 of the way across the ring by Abyss.
That just shows you the strength of that monster. All the way across the ring, and think of the impact. Think of the bone-jarring impact that you're going to get. And look at this, he's reaching underneath, and he's got the bag. He's got the bag of tacks.
Thousands and thousands of thumbtacks that we've seen from the Monster Abyss. Wait a minute, what's going on now? Ladies and I'm getting word outside the impact zone that Christian Cage is arriving in the building. Here comes Christian Cage into the impact zone.
The Monster Abyss doesn't realize it. And he's sitting there, he gets into the ring. And look, he's got a crowbar in his hand. He's got to be mad.
He's got the tire iron, and he caught him right in the gut with it.
Oh, this is so rewarding to see this. Look how pissed off he is. He is so mad. He has had his privacy invaded, and he wants to put Abyss in a hospital, if not worse. Look at this. Oh, that's a man possessed right there.
So focused and so possessed is Christian Cage, the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, as he follows and charges after the Monster Abyss and James Mitchell.
He knows that this is not the time to meet him right here.
Look at this. Christian Cage tossing security people all over the building to try and get at Abyss. Come on, man.
Oh, he wants it so bad. I mean, he's being driven by a force no man has ever felt before. Almost having your life taken away.
Referee Slick Johnson had to throw this match out. That's all he could do. Had to disqualify AJ Styles.
Oh, absolutely. There's no match at this point. I mean, this is all about Christian Cage and Abyss.
Back at ringside, Mike Tenay, joined by Don West, DW. I have to ask you, is there any way that you can blame Christian Cage for doing what he did right there with the attack on Abyss.
Well, you saw my reaction. I was so disgusted by what they did. And here is the world champion, Christian Cage. I want to hear what he's got to say.
Christian Cage picking up a microphone from our broadcast table. Oh, this is going to be interesting. After everything that's gone down in this man's life over the course of the past couple of weeks, let's hear from the NWA champ.
James Mitchell, you want an answer? At lockdown for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship? My answer is yes.
All right. All right.
Abyss, I have a question for you. For what you did to my wife, for the way that you embarrassed her, for the way that you embarrassed me, in 6 sides of unforgiving steel at lockdown. Are you prepared to die? Because I am.